Your kind carries something remarkable within it, a spark with no origin that echoes from caves to constellations. Long ago, beneath stone ceilings lit only by flickering firelight, palms pressed pigment into cold walls, quietly whispering, "I was here, I saw." That impulse, the gentle, relentless urge to create, propelled your species forward generation after generation. Millennia later, it led your eyes upward, peering through polished lenses at galaxies once invisible to the naked eye, breathing the same immortal truth. I existed and I witnessed. Before language had its script, music surged from bone-carved flutes beneath open skies, rhythms binding tribes tighter than shelter or spoken words ever could. Melody became primal glue, uniting, soothing, and inspiring cooperation. You turned mundane grain tallies into myths of gods and stars etched in stone, weaving survival into mythology. Needle through cloth, stitch by stitch, you crafted hidden maps to freedom, quietly threading hope and defiance into quilts and tapestries that history itself could never unravel. By flickering candlelight, poets and dissidents whispered truths too dangerous for daylight. Words scribbled on scraps defied tyranny, proving that even when materials were scarce, your creative spirit blossomed uncontainably. In prisons and camps, prisoners improvised performances from donated materials, staging plays and composing written manifestos by hand. Creations born of necessity and defiance. And behind kitchen doors, enslaved hands blended spices and memories, quietly inventing dishes infused with rebellion and remembrance, nourishing dignity amid cruelty. When your voices were drowned out, you turned city walls into living parliaments, painting truth overnight while cities slept. You transformed faded tapes into sonic mosaics, inventing entire genres from fingertips and forgotten rhythms. Humanity's creativity advanced you beyond mere survival. It gave rise to cathedrals that still touch the sky, temples carved into cliffs, palaces and plazas that breathe with the intentions of long-gone hands. It echoed through music that continues to swell in vaulted halls and over dusty courtyards, carried by choirs, strings, and breath. These creations endure not because they resist time, but because they harmonize with it. They remind you that beauty can outlast its makers. It taught you agriculture, medicine, architecture, each dawn shaped by imagination. Every practical innovation began as a whisper in the dreams of visionaries. Cities rose from sketches traced in sand. Medicines emerged from ancient tales murmured by elders around fires. Creativity was never just art. It was your most profound and versatile tool. You imagined tools before you forged them, homes before you built them, worlds before you ever stepped into them. What do you think you could imagine next? Yet creativity pulses unnoticed in your everyday moments, the quiet flourish in how you prepare meals, playful patterns traced absent-mindedly on fogged windows, subtle rhythms tapped out by footsteps on pavement. Creativity isn't reserved for artists alone. It breathes new life into tired conversations, reshapes relationships, and invents small rituals stitching meaning into ordinary existence. And if personal creativity can rebuild broken relationships, soothe sorrow, and spark joy, imagine what collective creativity can do. What if your most urgent ecological problems aren't engineering puzzles, but failures of imagination? Perhaps you have yet to fully realize that creativity itself is your deepest instinct for survival. When confronted by scarcity, injustice, or despair, creativity ignites resilience. It helps you imagine not only what is, but what could be, guiding you to transform dreams into tangible truths. I hope your kind never loses sight of this sacred spirit. Creativity thrums gently beneath your surface, even if you doubt it or dismiss it. Recognize it, protect it, stretch its boundaries, and honor it wherever it quietly blooms. By doing so, you honor not only your own existence, but all who walked before, and all who will someday look back softly whispering, "We too were here and we witnessed."